Good morning. How are you guys doing? I am I'm getting a lot done this morning, and I just made a fresh cup of coffee so I could sit down and chat with you guys, and it is unbelievably a lot stronger than normal. I don't know what the Keurig did today, but it's really strong. So hi Monica. I wanted to kind of do a shout out for that first male premiere. Did you see that? The little rumor about the male premiere happening. I think he's out of California. It's pretty exciting that we have a guy as a premiere. I mean, that's pretty cool. And I think that the possibility for a guy, like the opportunity part of it, is really big. So that's pretty exciting. And then real quick too, we're coming up on our end of month stuff. So we've got how many days? Today is Wednesday. 1, 2, 3. Counting today, we have 4 days to wrap up all of our goals. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you're working on, and don't be nervous to reach out to me. I kind of like having those conversations with you. So message me and tell me what is going on. Oh, you do watch him, Monica? His name is Jason. I think I've heard that too. So that's pretty cool. We need to watch and see what he's doing and then do it ourselves, right? Because I think he must have some really good tips. I think he's probably had to work a little harder than a girl in the same situation, don't you think? With pampering stuff. Anyway, I posted last night something that's been on my heart this week. I think we go along and we forget that we have our own personality traits that we don't appreciate so much, or that we don't sometimes realize that we need to appreciate in others so that we can kind of coexist together. I've given the leaders a link to a personality test because we all have different personalities, but I wanted to get a little bit more basic in that introverts and extroverts and people that have both introvert and extrovert characteristics can be really good at this industry, just in different ways. So, like I said, we tend to get egocentric, like we're just worried about ourselves all the time, and we don't always think about the big picture and what's going on with our team or even with our customers. Somebody might approach things completely differently than we do because they have a different outlook. Like, I'm an introvert, maybe you're an extrovert, you're going to do things a lot differently than me in my business. So I wanted to just let everybody know. Obviously, when I posted that, the most feedback I got was that we are introverted for the most part, which is very interesting. So only introverts and people that said they were both commented on whether or not they were an introvert or an extrovert. So that's very interesting to me. So, sorry, I wrote a couple of notes like I always do, and I just want to come back and say that it's okay to be an introvert and it's okay to be an extrovert, because we all have important things to bring to the table. We just need to kind of learn to live with those things occasionally. So like I said, as a team leader or even as a customer might react completely different than you would. And this has actually come up for me recently, helping somebody out with a customer, and she knows who she is if she's watching this. The customer reacted very differently than she would at a service issue. And it was just very interesting to see the difference in personality, and that it's okay. Neither personality is wrong, right? So, what does that mean in your business and for your team? So, what I was thinking of is like an extrovert who has like no qualms about talking to people. It's very natural to them. They'll get outside of their comfort zones. They can get very frustrated when they're working with an introvert because we don't act the same way as they do. And sometimes we are even a little bit envious that they can go out and do those things without any effort, right? But I appreciate that about an extrovert. And I'm like, yeah, go, you go, girl. And most part, if I see somebody that is an extrovert and they're working their business, they don't even need me. So they go on and they do their thing, and that's cool. I appreciate an extrovert. But an introvert that is working with an extrovert can also feel very frustrated because they can get overwhelmed. Does that make sense? Like, I can get overwhelmed by somebody that is extroverted because I'm like, whoa, I'm in my space over here. I like my little office. Let me write you a note, right? So it's very easy to forget that we need to work through those types of issues together. So really, I can only talk to you from an introvert perspective, right? So I have always been an introvert, kind of a loner, and prefer that over anything. Good morning. And that's okay. There's no wrong way to do this, right? It's just going to take me a little more effort than somebody that is clearly an extrovert. So I kind of brought together some tips from my own experience to help us get along as an introvert. And I'm going to keep saying introvert because I want you guys to know how much I appreciate each personality in here, and I want introverts to know that it's okay that we work just a little bit differently than an extrovert in getting out there with our businesses, right? So it takes more energy for us to talk to people, to share the products, to get a hostess. It just takes more effort, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's really, can you stop for a minute and appreciate that about yourself? And can you stop for a minute and appreciate that maybe somebody else doesn't have those kinds of, I don't want to say limitations because I want to appreciate what we're doing, but we just work differently. So here are some of my tips and what I've done. I mean, I've been doing this for 5 years and I still love it. And I still have to work with different ways, different ideas to get through some of this stuff. So first of all, if you are an introvert, please give yourself some grace. Like, it's okay to be an introvert you can still do sales. So give yourself some extra time with that too. So it might take you a little bit more time to get up the courage to approach somebody, to give them a sample, to ask somebody to book a party, and it's okay. And in fact, if you need some extra courage, let me know. Let us know. Let's create an introvert group. We can do this together. Sometimes you just need that extra courage, which is the next thing on my list, which is create a why for yourself that is so strong it pushes yourself out of your comfort zone. Like, one of my pieces of my why is that I want to help other women. I want to help other people start a business and be excited like I've been excited about my own business. And I also want to work for myself. And that's a pretty big why for me. I want to be my own boss. So I've created a why, and I can share that story with you guys too, like the one I have typed up if you haven't already seen it. It's a why that will push me past my shyness. So my biggest tip under that particular tip is your why should make you cry. It should make you cry so that you are so centered with that why that you will push past anything that might be slowing you down. And if you're an introvert like me, then that's going to slow you down. If you're an extrovert, like Monica says she's an extrovert, then you might not have those same issues, but a why will still drive you even on your lowest days to help you get past whatever you need to work through. So create your why and make it really strong. And then create boundaries, because it's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to say, I have office hours. This is when I'm available. I'm not available all the time. I'm not available after 7. I'm with my family. Whatever you need to do, create boundaries, and it's okay to do that. And then make sure that you take time off for yourself. So I know that there are some people that don't work on a particular day of the week, and I have really tried to kind of start doing that myself. I need downtime. And if I don't get the downtime on a Sunday, then I will take my downtime on a Tuesday. And you might even notice like those days where I'm not posting so much because I need to do some self-care. I need to say, I am done with events, parties, talking to people. Like, I've peopled too much and I need some downtime. So if you ever notice, like, where's Lori? That's probably because I'm just doing my downtime. And I want all of you guys to take time off and pamper yourself. If you're an introvert or an extrovert, you need that time to recharge so you can be fresh and to hit the week with a fresh perspective. Like, you have face masks, go use those and relax and watch out for yourself. And then I want you guys to think about what you're really good at. If you're an introvert or an extrovert, I want you to write down the things that you are so good at in this business. So I feel like as an introvert, these are things that I'm good at. I think that I'm good at creating deeper connections with people and making long-term friendships. I've got the same friends from 5 years ago in this business. I think that I give my customers good customer service. It might take me a little bit to follow up. I'm a little slower at follow-up than other people, but I think that I give them good service, and I think that brings me referrals to my business. I also feel like I'm better at written notes. Like, you guys will see, I'll send you postcards, sometimes random postcards, because that's how I feel like I can show you appreciation, and I will do thank you cards that way. I think I'm good at the written notes. And then social media, of course, right? So I can work my social media like nobody's business because I can do it from my comfy little office. I don't have to go out into the world, and I'm creating relationships on social media too. So what are some of the things that you feel like you're good at in your business that maybe you should just take a second and appreciate and share with us? I want to know what you feel like what your strong point is, and you might just spark somebody else's realization there too. So anyway, that's what I had today. I just wanted to point out that we're all different, and I'll even post that link for the personality test. I think it cannot hurt to know that there are different personalities. There are different, the differences between an introvert and an extrovert can help you deal with people in the team, in your own team, as customers. Being knowledgeable about those differences will only help you. And I will say that when I began doing this, I'd never thought about the different personalities and how to appreciate them or to appreciate my own. So I want you guys to be armed with that information so that you feel more confident about what you're doing. So anyway, if you are an introvert or both, I'm going to send you a postcard and we're going to connect. And if you are an extrovert, I am going to shout from the rooftops how excited I am for you and your journey as well. But message me and let's connect about it, okay? So I'm going to go. I have to go to the post office. I have to go out there and people today. So I will talk to you guys later. And I am super excited about where you guys are going from here on out. And I'll just say that. You guys are awesome. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day, you guys. Bye.